Can I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I know that pre-lunch session was little heavy, and you'll be getting the recording so you can revise it. And in case you find any problem, you can anytime reach to me. So no issues on that. And that is not the command that you are going to use regularly. That is the additional thing which you can use or additional capability. So if you are not able to comprehend with that particular thing, so that's okay. That's fine. That's not going to impact your research paper writing. We are more interested in how to apply the tests and how to report the result. So for that, we have, I have one paper of ANOVA also, just to show you how to report the result. I hope you are able to see the screen. So can you see that abstract only right now? Analysis of data was done with the help of ANOVA for 4 groups and post-hoc analysis of Tukey HSD to calculate differential inference of 2 types of advertisement on 2 demographic groups. Now I hope you are familiar with these words: post-hoc analysis, Tukey test, and ANOVA. So because they are involved with 4 groups, so that's why they have done post-hoc analysis also, right? And the finding of the study stated telephone and print media advertisement has significant impact on buying decision of all the groups. So though categorical variable, telephone and print media, dependent variable is buying decisions. Okay. And they have used this impact on buying decision is their dependent variable, which might be metric, and these two are categorical, television and print media. So you can understand the suitability of test also. Now data analysis. Now we will see that first we will see the tables and then we will see how they have written this. So this is the one-way table which you also are familiar with, right? And this is the Tukey wala table. You understand? Income is compared with second, second, third. Can you read that? It's little less visible, but I hope you can make it out. Income 1 print, income 2 print. 2 kind of incomes were there. Income 1 print and income 2 print. Compare किया income 1 3 categories 4 categories क्या है? Income 1 print, income 2 print, income 1 television, income 2 television. So these 4 are separate category. So income 1 print has been compared with income 2 print, income 1 television, income 2 television. Similarly, income 2 print has been categorized, has been compared with everyone, and and similarly significance level is also given, and we can make what two are having the significant relationship out of post hoc, which two can have. Okay, and one way ANOVA will tell whether there is a significant difference among all the categories on buying decision. Tell me, reading that table, that whether there is a significant difference or not. Is there any significant difference of using the print media or advertisement on family buying whatever behavior? Is not?
Yeah, there is.
Yes, ma'am, there is difference.
There is difference.
Yes,
so immediately you can find out, na?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So how to report that? Now it is actually in. So table 3 represents the F value between 4 group classified on the basis of 2 income levels and 2 types of advertisement. So 4 group ban gaye is itna, and P value is this na. Therefore, null hypothesis H08 is rejected at 5% level of his gain time. That is television and print advertisement. Viewers with income level have significantly different impact on their buying decisions. Then post hoc Tukey test were also carried out in pair of two groups. We know that Tukey works on pair of a two, right? At one time, it compares between two variables. That's why we used post hoc Tukey. In order to find out the difference in the mean impact of print and television advertisement on respondents of two income levels. In table 4, the p-value of mean impact print media. So ye sara ka sara they have tell ek ek ko compare karke with income level 1 and income level 2. Then null hypothesis reject, fit 1 ka 4, 4 ka 2. So they have explained it like full paragraph they have written on that. Are you getting it? So you have to report that way, your papers. So again, we just turn it. And this paragraph continues. Okay, so if you are interested to see the hypothesis, let's see the hypothesis also. So hypothesis were television and print media advertising do not significantly influence the purchase decision of respondent of different income level. Mean impact of print advertising on purchase behavior is not significantly different between this. Mean impact, see, that's why I ask you to, refer the standard literature, because sometimes language problem is there. But why I have taken this small papers who have used the ANOVA so that it won't be very complex in showing. See, the paper which I was telling you, the AA star, they have done multiple things, right? Including that small test. So in that scenario, you may not be able to understand their table very easily. So that's why I have chosen this simple kind of text. But again, the writing quality of this text sometimes compromised. So maybe that is not making much sense, but you take it otherwise, you don't read it literally, but you understand what they're trying to say. So, like H12, there is no significant mean difference between the impact of television and print media advertising on the buying decision of the income. So basically, for each particular post hoc, they have made one hypothesis. This particular hypothesis are for every post hoc analysis. There were different analysis were post hoc thing were there. Na? You could see that in table. Where is that table? Table 4. So for every post hoc comparison they have made for 1 and 2, they have made separate hypothesis. 1 and 1 they have made for 1 and 2. This again they have made separate. So similarly, they have made several hypotheses on the basis of post hoc. One is general hypothesis and one is related to post hoc, because we get a significant value also. Now that makes sense. We can make that. In case we couldn't receive that kind of hypothesis, we were not in the position to make any hypothesis. But since we are getting the significance value, we can make this. So it's a very small paper, very basic paper, but at least who are in the early phase of their writing. What I believe is that you should not shy upon writing a very simple paper also, because it's just a scribbling. As the child learns scribbling, he cannot write one or two or alphabets directly. Or even when we started creative writing, we wrote hundreds of pages of small paragraph. Then only we could write one big essay. So please, research writing is also that kind of practice. You don't shy away. You just don't think yourself that मैं सीधा scooper से लिखूंगा, उससे नीचे तो मैं कुछ लिखूंगा ही नहीं. It's not that. At least start writing. Wherever you get an opportunity to publish, do publish. At least you would be in the habit of reading. You would be in the habit of writing. You would be in the habit of using softwares. You would be getting the confidence. At least there is always, nobody have, it's very, I think, rarest of the cases who have, their first paper is so good paper. You talk to any person, that person will say that I have written blunders in my early years. I never came across any person who said this, my first paper was my best paper. I never came across any person of that, wording. So whosoever is in research path is improving day by day, provided you have consistent effort, consistent writing as well. See, writing is a practice thing which you have to do regularly. On and off, you cannot, if you will write, you will never going to get that thing, Only one paper gives you Nobel. But before that, there are thousands of papers which took you there. So in the aspiration of noble, you have to do many things. I'm not saying noble, literally noble, but our noble is minimum is getting some good publications with high impact in high impact channel. So दूसरी चीज which I really want to say, sometimes when I came across a person who is in terms of publication or in terms of having high impact papers, he is much ahead of us. So sometimes we get very dissatisfied, very demotivated. Please don't do that. Research is a journey. There are many people who are behind you. There are many people who are ahead of you. So what you have to understand, you keep moving. You should not stand there and just be in a disappointment stage that, oh, I don't know anything. For motivation, you should go see behind the person who are, below your standard or below your knowledge. And for positively encourage yourself, you should see the person who are doing better than you. Then only you can, grow in your life, in your normal life, in your personal life also, and in your professional life also. This is the mantra only. So if I'm showing you this paper, don't think that this is that. Somebody has literally put some kind of effort, and you never know. These writers are maybe writing very good paper nowadays. This is the old one paper, which I could get, easy paper. So my purpose is not to comment on anybody's work. My purpose is here to show you how a simple test, which we were able to complete in just 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, you have experienced yourself, one can write a paper. So the idea is not the test. The idea is how to get an appropriate topic to apply that test. Okay, so now I'm moving to next portion of my presentation. We have done select case. Now there is one more facility with the actually 3 cases which are very popular with SPSS is select file, split file, and weight case. Weight case we generally don't use because in weight case it works on very simple data, like it works on X variable has this frequency, Y variable has this frequency, and they give certain kind of weightage. But we don't work on as such on frequencies. We work on individual cases. So weight cases we don't require as much in our cross-sectional data. So I'll not be showing that, but definitely I can show you the split file. Though split file is not of very much use because we can find out category wise mean, but for the sake of it that we have that capability also with our SPSS, I'm just showing you the split file. Okay, so just be with me and I'm showing you that. Are you able to see any PPT?
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now my next function, SPSS function, is the split function. As you can see in the picture, that we are splitting one thing into 2 parts, the same thing into 2 parts. So it's very simple to do. Now what we have to do, we will open our file on which we want to perform split function. In data, split file, and the moment I'll say enter, you can say it will ask you how to split. So I'll give you the variable. I have just forgot to print, add that screenshot. So you can see after splitting, I will get the split by website. As you have seen in last case that it was filtered by filter on. You could see that, na? So now this bar is saying that we are doing split function and our file is right now split. So whatever we are doing, कोई भी टेस्ट लगा रहे हैं हम सिंपल, अदरवाइज तो आपको कैटेगरी में जाकर चूज करना पड़ता था, राइट? अभी मैंने वन सैंपल टेस्ट लगाया because my file was split. You can see one sample test हम one sample पे लगाते थे, you remember, right? 2 के लिए हम इंडिपेंडेंट सैंपल लगाते थे टी स्टैटिस्टिक्स में या एनोवा लगाते थे, बट मैंने टी में 1 सैंपल लगाया क्योंकि माय फाइल वाज ऑन स्प्लिट मोड. यू कैन सी मेरा जो डेटा है वो अमेजोन और फ्लिपकार्ट 2 में फ्लिप होकर आ गया. 2 का अलग अलग सिग्निफिकेंस आ गया. कैन यू सी दैट? अगर स्प्लिट ऑन नहीं किया होता तो सिंपल वेबसाइट का इंपैक्ट आता फंक्शनैलिटी पे, क्योंकि मेरा स्प्लिट ऑन था, दो कैटेगरी मैंने वेबसाइट के बेसिस पे किया, आई हैव डन कैटेगराइज्ड इट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ वेबसाइट, it has been split in two. I will show you in both ways. So PPT wise, this particular PPT section is finished, but I'll show you the live demo of this thing on my file. Okay. So let's do that. First of all, select इस फाइल को मैं ठीक कर दूं जरा. I'll share your file. So right now I'm not concerned about my filter function. I don't want my random function. It's my normal file which is already with you. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use it for split file. But before split file, I'm interested in website functionality. Which website is better? So otherwise, तो ये comparison में मैं one sample नहीं लगा सकती थी. You understand? क्योंकि इसमें दो variables हैं. ठीक है, तो मैं नहीं निकाल सकती थी. लेट्स ट्राई इट. अगर ये टी से देता है तो लेट्स सी अगर ये करता है तो. मुझे नहीं पता, आई हैव नेवर ट्राइड, आई एम डूइंग इट फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. सो कंपेयर मीन वन सैंपल टी टेस्ट. टेस्ट वेरिएबल इज नाउ सी. नाउ व्हाटएवर टेस्ट वेरिएबल, यहाँ पर एक ही ऑप्शन आ रही है कि कौन सा टेस्ट वेरिएबल आपको लगाना है. आइदर आई कैन पुट फंक्शनैलिटी और आई कैन पुट वेबसाइट. ओके, टेस्ट वैल्यू मुझे बीच का देना है 3. ओके, लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस. 3 मींस क्योंकि मेरा 5 पॉइंट स्केल था, 3 इज द न्यूट्रल वैल्यू, मीन वैल्यू, तो टेस्ट वैल्यू 3 दे दिया. बिकॉज यहाँ पर कोई क्लेम तो है नहीं कंपनी का, आई हैव नो क्लेम, सो 3 मैंने ले लिया. नाउ यू कैन सी द रिजल्ट. मैं शेयर करती हूँ. बिकॉज मेरा वन सैंपल टी टेस्ट था, इसने वेबसाइट के अंदर डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज को रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं किया. इसने बोल दिया व्हाटसोएवर वेबसाइट इज हैविंग, इट हैज सम काइंड ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंट है फंक्शनैलिटी से, इसने कुछ नेगेटिव वैल्यू दे दी है. ओके, तो दैट मीन्स सिग्निफिकेंट रिलेशनशिप तो है. ओके, चाहे नेगेटिव है लेकिन सिग्निफिकेंट रिलेशनशिप है. ओके, फंक्शनैलिटी का, वेबसाइट और फंक्शनैलिटी का नेगेटिव रिलेशनशिप दिखा रही है. राइट नाउ अभी अगर मैं अपनी फाइल को, मैं यहाँ पर वैल्यूज को इंटरप्रेट करने पे नहीं जा रही हूँ, बट माय फोकस इज दैट हाउ स्प्लिट फंक्शन वर्क्स. ओके, हाउ इट मेक्स वन फाइल इनटू टू फाइल, हाउ इट रीड्स वन फाइल एज अ टू फाइल. सो यू हैव सीन व्हाट आई हैव डन. नॉर्मल एक फाइल पर गई और वन सैंपल टी टेस्ट लगाया, knowing कि मेरा वेबसाइट हैविंग टू कैटेगरी, स्टिल आई यूज दैट फंक्शन. और उसने क्या किया, व्हाट सॉफ्टवेयर हैज डन, दैट हैज रेड वेबसाइट एज ए वन variable as one category. Either it was immaterial for that particular test, that whether I have two options in that. They have considered all are one thing. But in case my split option would have been opened,
Ma'am, data is not visible.
now it is
Yes, ma'am.
split file. Now I want to split my compare groups. किसके बेसिस पर? वेबसाइट के बेसिस पर. राइट, मेरे ग्रुप्स वेबसाइट में है. करंट स्टेटस एनालिसिस बाय ग्रुप इज ऑफ. कोई मेरी स्प्लिट नहीं है फाइल, बट द मोमेंट आई विल प्रेस ओके, तो मुझे यहां से पता चल गया कि माय फाइल हैज बीन ऑलरेडी स्प्लिट बाय वेबसाइट. नो अदर कमांड इज देयर, नथिंग इज देयर. आउटपुट पे कुछ नहीं आया है. I'm still with the same data file. Now I want to perform the function on that file. Okay. You are able to see my data file. देखो, split by website. Are you able to see that? लोअर एंड पे येलो करा है मैंने. आर यू एबल टू सी स्प्लिट बाय वेबसाइट? right hand side bottom, split by website. Can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
see that?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes, ma'am.
you don't see anything on this thing. This is one and the same thing. So अब मैं क्या करूंगी? I know my file is already on the split mode. Analyze, compare means one sample t test. Again, my test variable is website only. मैं देखना चाहती हूँ कि website on the basis of functionality कुछ है कि नहीं. Okay. Because a test variable मेरा metric होना चाहिए था. Okay. Categorical को मैं नहीं डाल सकती उसमें. You can see that my result, I'm sharing the screen. So earlier when I put it, it was coming like this without splitting the file. But now I have split my file. I am using same sample, one sample statistics. But see what's just showing now? It has divided these things into two, but test का कुछ आया नहीं है. Let me do it again. Sorry, functionality डालनी थी ना, functionality को compare करना है. I'm so sorry. Now you can see the results. Earlier, it was this. Now it is this. Earlier, website was one factor and the result was coming like this. Without splitting file was when split file mode was not open, but when split file mode is open, the result is this. It is giving me by default Amazon on Flipkart. I have not asked him. I have put one sample test only, right? But it is giving me two significant and now it is coming significant. But there is no difference. So it is treating one file as two file or two groups, even if that test which was not meant for the two samples, but it is treating it as a two samples. I hope you are able to understand what I'm trying to tell you.
So ma'am, same result will come in case we will apply two sample tests.
Let's try that. Analyze. Compare means independent sample test. Test variable is function. This. Options. Continue. We have to define the, oh, sorry. We have to define the groups. It was 1 and 2 now, I guess. What happened? Nothing happened. Where the result has gone? I need to see. Just give me a second. So we haven't received anything. Where it has gone? Let me try once again. Why it's not coming? Okay, split file mode on है ना, उसको off करना होगा मुझे. I'm sorry. So I have to uncheck it, and now I will apply. Warning दे देगा. Select case save. Again, it's not showing result. I don't know why नाराज हो गई. Let me do it once more. One more time I'll do it. So we have analyze. I want to compare the mean. Independent sample test. एक बार मैं दोबारा डाल देती हूँ इसको. हालांकि it will not make any difference. Why the results are not coming? I'm not able to understand.
Ma'am, split option is still on.
Oh yes, that's why. Off क्यों नहीं हुआ? I have to done that, no?
But you didn't press the OK. That's why.
नहीं
it's
किया
not
था मैंने.
split. Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा, analyze all cases. I have to choose that ना. वो still compare पे था. ये बहुत
Okay.
Sometimes we can make a mistake, but it will never forgive you for anything. Yeah. So I forgot what was the result, but that was coming significant at that time, na? Null hypothesis was rejected at that time. At this time, it is accepted, na? Yeah, 0.0000 I remember. So there is difference in result. So when it is taking it as two different sample, the results are different. And in one sample, the results are different.
मैम आउटपुट फाइल नहीं शो हो रही है.
Okay, I'll show you.
बट मैम अगर वन सैंपल ही बनाएंगे तो वहां पर हाइपोथेसिस नल हाइपोथेसिस क्या लिखेंगे फिर, अगर वन सैंपल में स्प्लिट फंक्शन लगा रहे हैं तो?
वो तो मैंने वैसे ही लगाया था.
ओके, मतलब देन
है ही नहीं.
हाइपोथेसिस
उसका पर्पस वो है ही नहीं. आई जस्ट वांटेड टू सी कि वो काम कैसे कर रहा है.
ओके ओके.
पर्पस सिर्फ इतना था, जस्ट टू स्प्लिट द फाइल. और अगर आपको किसी एक पैरामीटर पे n और सब कुछ निकालना है तो आप देख लें. बट दोज वर्क हैज बीन डन बाय अदर थिंग, लाइक एक्सप्लोर में हम जाते हैं या व्हेन वी डू डिपेंडेंट लिस्ट से कर लेते हैं, तो वी हैव अदर वेज आल्सो टू डू. एंड आई हैव नॉट मच एक्सप्लोर्ड दिस फंक्शन because in normal research we don't use this function as well, so I have not much explored it. So maybe there are some utility of these function which I have not explored, but I've just shown it that there is some possibility of using that also. In case you have any opportunity to use it, you kindly use it and you may further about that also. Okay, can I move further now? So the idea is we can split the file also on the basis of any categorical variable also. Can I move now? Or anything is in your mind? I'm not able to hear anything.
Yes, ma'am, you can move.
Okay. Thank you. So let me come to the non-parametric test. The first, and we have to cover the chi-square test into that. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is not my state. It's just a little element of humor after having so heavy sessions. So, okay. Where should I use non-parametric test? When the data is not measured at the scale level, and non-parametric test when data is nominal or ordinal, right? When assumptions about the specific test are not true. So these are the few, what you will say. Chi-square has a literal typical classical non-parametric test which works on either of the ratio of the data, percentage data, or on the n, which is in category, basically on the count data. N per kaam karta hai, how much numbers, not on the mean, median, standard deviation, not on that, but on the number it works. Okay, how many or basically on frequencies, you can say. While pair t test ka Wilcoxon signed rank test, Independent sample t-test, we have done it in morning, Mann-Whitney. One way between Anoka-Kruskal valleys. So these are some alternatives. Now non-parametric को हम distribution free methods भी कह सकते हैं, right? There are a few tests whose model does not specify condition and assumption and they lack parameter. In morning also, I started with this thing that they don't have any standard and that's why they have less robustness. So generally हम nominal और ordinal data में जब इकट्ठा करते हैं, जैसे smokers and non-smokers, male or female, आप compare कर रहे हैं. This is the most simplest thing we are capturing. कि how many males are smokers, how many males are non-smoker, how many females are smoker, how many females are non-smoker. So इस तरह के डेटा में जब आप association control करते हैं, see यहाँ पर हम relationship नहीं बता पाते हैं, we are not able to tell the relationship. The maximum thing we can do, we can tell the relationship, association and the strength of association. See, association and relationship. Relationship is when association is high. We assume that when relationship is there, association is definitely there. But when association is there, it is not necessary that relationship is there. For example, take the example of your workplace. You are associated with your people in many capacities, like you are working in the same committee, maybe you are a part of same department, maybe you are a part of same college, maybe you are living in same colony, maybe you are pulling a car, maybe your kids are studying together. So you have certain kind of associations with people, but that doesn't mean you have certain kind of relationship with people. But consider an example, if you have a relationship with someone, is it possible that you don't have association with that person? So association is the lower level of the relationship. Relationship is higher than the association, right? Connection तो है कुछ ना कुछ, उसके बाद relation में है या नहीं है वो एक अलग बात है. But for having relationship, there should be some kind of association. किसी वजह से एक common जुड़ाव होना चाहिए. Association का मतलब यहाँ पे ये नहीं है कि there are some relatives of us to whom I want to see and they want to see me also at the same time, right? So don't take association in that literal sense. What I want to say what I want to say you here is that association in terms of a basic knowledge about each other, right? एक दूसरे के बारे में पता है कुछ, ऐसे तो relations कभी नहीं बनते ना that we don't know each other and we are in the relationship. It never happens. But we know each other, but definitely we will be in relationship. It doesn't happen. So it's as simple as that. Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now move further.
Ma'am, it is mentioned that chi-square test can be applied for ratio or interval scale data also.
हाँ, जब हम उसको रेशियो में कन्वर्ट कर दे, फ्रीक्वेंसी काउंट कर दे, जब हम उनकी मतलब परसेंटेज में कन्वर्ट मार दे उनको. ओके देखो बड़े से छोटे पे आ सकते हैं. इफ यू रिमेंबर रेशियो को हम ऑर्डिनल में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं ना. आई टोल्ड यू इन फर्स्ट लेक्चर्स.
Yes, ma'am.
In that sense. Okay, you can convert the ratio data or interval ratio into nominal or some other thing, right? But you cannot convert ordinal data into ratio data, na? Non-parametric tests. These tests are not very powerful and strong in their assertions. They can nudge you, they can hint you, they can, warn you about some association or some potential relationship, but they cannot comment directly on the relationship and the strength of relationship. And for that matter, regression is also established the, causation also. But these tests are not, empowered to do that. The non-parametric statistical tests are typically much easier to learn and apply than our parametric test. So when you will learn the regression and SEM, you will understand these things. And because how jitna bhi aap learn kar le parametric test or the further high level test, it takes good practice. And you have seen in the case of non-parametric, it was matter of just 2-3 buttons. Nothing much was there to tell you. Now chi-square one sample test. See chi-square में generally तो हम 2 and more में हम metrics बनाते हैं 2/3 की. So if you remember, there are two kind of chi-square test we have done. The first is goodness of fit. The other is the associations. If you remember that association between different categories. So sometimes we are interested in determine whether the number of observation and responses that fall into various category differ from chance. This is goodness of fit. For example, if I say, अगर मैं जाती हूँ, let's say, what you will say, क्या एक अच्छा एग्जाम्पल हो सकता है, या लेट्स से किसी टीचर का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है कि वो 90% क्लास में आते हैं, 10% ही डजंट कम टू क्लास. और फॉर दैट मैटर किसी कॉलेज का, किसी इंस्टीट्यूशन का रिकॉर्ड है कि वहां पर टीचर्स का कोई ना कोई अरेंजमेंट होता है, खाली नहीं होती क्लासेस, तो वहां एक स्टैंडर्ड बन गया. नाउ वो एक स्टैंडर्ड, वो एक्सपेक्टेड से जब हम ऑब्जर्व को देते हैं एंड यू आर देयर एज ए स्टूडेंट, एंड देन यू विल से सुना तो मैंने ये था इस कॉलेज के बारे में, बट इट्स नॉट हैपनिंग, दैट मीन्स देयर इज सम काइंड ऑफ डिस्क्रिपेंसी ना. So when we find any discrepancy, we want to check whether there is any discrepancy between the standard which have been set or said by someone or the actual thing. For that matter, very good example is that when we toss a coin. So expected frequency in that case is 1/2. But actually when we are tossing a coin, it can come anytime. Let's say I toss my coin 5 times. 4 times can head come, 1 times can tail come, or any combination can come. But expected frequency would be half and half. You know that, right? So goodness of fit just tell what is the norm in that particular phenomena and what you observe, and whether is there whatever difference is coming, is it coming by chance or is it so, right? So null hypothesis, there is no difference in the observed frequency and the expected frequency. Or alternate hypothesis आपको होगा कि there is difference between observed and expected frequency. Okay, so this is the formula. O means observed, means actual test, like we say अच्छा, okay, one thing, let's say I ask you, आपको क्या लगता है how many females do smoking in India? How many % of females, or what is the probability that female do the smoking in India? Come on, कुछ भी बोलो, whatever you think. There is no right and wrong answer. You say your mind.
Very less.
नहीं, I am asking you in % or maybe in point. Probability की form में 0 to 1 के बीच में बताएं आप.
0.
Okay. Anyone?
20%.
Anyone else?
5%.
5% or 0%. See, this is something we expect. Okay. Now let's see, I collect the data. Okay. I get 10 women who smoke. So that means there is discrepancy, right? So discrepancy means this: whatever I expect and what I actually get. So the more difference is this, the more discrepancy is this. There minus में आंसर हो नहीं सकता because we are squaring it. Are you getting it? So correction factor आपका सारा नीचे है division का expected factor. So basically, and there is again table value, again we are looking at the Pearson value, again we are looking at the significance value. But the null hypothesis in case of chi-square is this: there is no significant difference in the observed frequency and in expected frequency of a particular phenomena, जिस भी हम टॉपिक पे रिसर्च कर रहे हैं. Now conditions हर टेस्ट की होती हैं. So chi-square has also some conditions. Both the variables should be nominal. Even ordinal भी होते हैं. Both can be nominal or ordinal. The variable must have at least 2 subcategories, but दोनों वेरिएबल को एक ही जैसा सा होना चाहिए. ये नहीं कि आपको ऑर्डिनल हो रहा है, एक नॉमिनल हो रहा है, तो थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है. सो दोनों नॉमिनल हो या दोनों ऑर्डिनल हो. ओके, द वेरिएबल मस्ट हैव एटलीस्ट 2 सब कैटेगरीज, अदरवाइज chi-square नहीं होगा फॉर एसोसिएशंस के लिए. पर अगर आपको ये लगाना है गुडनेस ऑफ फिट, तो एक पे भी हो जाएगा. वी विल डू इट. ईच ऑब्जर्वेशन कंट्रीब्यूट्स ओनली 1 सेल ऑफ द कंटीजेंसी टेबल. एक मिनट, गुडनेस ऑफ, ये थोड़ा मेरी स्लाइड ऊपर नीचे हो गई है मे बी. Now goodness of fit test को हम कैसे करते हैं? There is no significant difference between observed and expected, which I earlier told you. Now एक example दिया हुआ है, एक डेटा है हमारे पास जहां पर हमने ऐसी कुछ रिस्पोंडेंट्स लिए और उनसे पूछा कि आपकी इंटरनेट से फैमिलियरिटी कितनी है. So एक जिस पर्सन ने बोला मेरी लो फैमिलियरिटी है, I have coded that one person 1. जिसने कहा कि मेरी फैमिलिटी थोड़ी ज्यादा है तो मीडियम, और किसने कहा नहीं मुझे तो खूब नेटवर्क चलाना आता है तो आई एम हाई फैमिलियर। ठीक है, अब हम इसको कंपेयर किससे करेंगे, एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या होगी। सी एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी होती है जैसे गवर्नमेंट रिपोर्ट से डेटा आ गया कि इंडिया में इतने लोगों की फेमिलियरिटी इतनी है, जैसे साक्षरता लिटरेसी रेट की अगर हम बात करें तो वहां पर हम यू कैन असेस, मतलब बेसिकली अगेन देयर वुड बी सम क्लेम से अगेंस्ट आप ऑब्जर्व को कर रहे हैं। जैसे अभी आपने स्मोकिंग का बताया कि 5%, 0%, 10%, तो वो एक क्लेम हो गया। एंड देन यू विल क्लेम कि हमने 15 लेडीज से पूछा, उन्होंने कहा मैं पीती हूँ, मैं नहीं पीती, उस हिसाब से हम एक फ्रीक्वेंसी बना रहे हैं उसकी, स्मोकर नॉन स्मोकर, स्मोकर नॉन स्मोकर, और वहां पर वी आर पुटिंग इट दैट। सो यहाँ पर हम फ्रीक्वेंसीज पर ही काम करेंगे। कैसे होगा, अच्छा अब ध्यान दें, जब मैंने कहा कि दोनों नॉमिनल होंगे या दोनों ऑर्डिनल होंगे, अब ये दोनों के दोनों यहाँ पर तो एक ही एक है टेस्ट करने के लिए, बट ये आपको नॉमिनल कैटेगरी लग रही है या नहीं लग रही है। हालांकि यहाँ ऑर्डिनल भी कह सकते हो आप, क्योंकि लो मीडियम और हाई है, बट अगर एक ही कैटेगरी है तो नॉमिनल हो या ऑर्डिनल हो कोई बात नहीं, पर अगर दो है मेल फीमेल स्मोकर नॉन स्मोकर, अब ये दोनों के दोनों आपके नॉमिनल कैटेगरीज में आते हैं। ओके, नॉन पैरामीट्रिक टेस्ट, नाउ ये दो तरह के टेस्ट होते हैं इन आर SPSS। at two places we get chi-square. One is at analyze non-parametric test under legacy dialog, जहां पर सारे नॉन पैरामीटर हैं एक जगह, तो वहां आता है। Now this parametric, this non-parametric, this chi-square we will choose only then when we are doing goodness of fit test. In our actual research we don't use this type of test, but I just want to show you that this type of chi-square also exists, that's why I'm doing that. But normally जब हम research paper लिखते हैं we don't report or we don't do that kind of research. Generally we use association of variable wala, but just for 5 minutes see this also, so that you are aware that chi-square is present in SPSS at two places. Here the purpose of writing chi-square is to find out the goodness of fit, and at other place which we'll doing in little later, that is for the association of variables. Okay, now the moment you enter this chi-square you will get this window. So our one variable was there only, level of familiarity. Now you have to compare it with what? Now if you have available with two categories, let's say, and two categories has equal weightage, for example tossing a coin, ठीक है, उसका all categories are equal, the two categories are there, even if more than two, we say all categories are equal, that means it will distribute the probability equal. But in case we feel that nahi, all categories are not having equal probability, then we can click at value and we can define our probability, because there are three possible cases in our we have collected it on three categories, so we have to choose three probability, right? Otherwise if we don't want to choose any probability and we want to give all phenomena equal probability, then we can click this radio button, then you will get the result. Observed, low familiarity ke there were 34 people, medium familiarity ke there were 32 people and 33. We expected, abhi expected kiske basis pe nikla hai, that percentage which you have defined 0.5, 0.3, 0.2, and from where you got it, from the media, from the government record, or in the question. जैसे claim के question में it was say ना कि company has claimed 90 gram of cold drink or chips whatever. So this is some claim against which we are testing whether our population is actually behaving like this or not. Okay, जैसे गवर्नमेंट कहे कि मेरी स्कीम इतने लोग यूज कर रहे हैं, इतने परसेंट यूज कर रहे हैं, एंड यू गो टू द फील्ड एंड यू जस्ट सी, देखता हूँ कितने लोगों को पता है इसके बारे में. ओके, सो दिस टाइप ऑफ problems can be in this type of problems you can use the this particular chi-square. Now again you have to look at the chi-square value, and for significance 0.001. Again this 0.001 is what? P value is low, matlab this value is less than 0.05. Definitely your null hypothesis will be rejected. So is it higher than 0.05 or low? Low. So that means our null hypothesis that there is no difference in the expected and observed frequency. There is. गवर्नमेंट क्लेम कुछ और कर रही है और एक्चुअल में लोगों की फेमिलियरिटी लेवल क्या है. Now we cannot comment on the basis of this test that whether people have high familiarity other than the government claim or low familiarity. But what max to max we can claim using these tests is that there is some kind of discrepancy. Whatever government is claiming the familiarity level, people are not having that familiarity. Maybe more, maybe less. We cannot comment upon that. But definitely this is not the scenario, right? When we are rejecting our null hypothesis. Are you able to understand till now? Should I wait for 1 minute for your questions and then I'll move further? I'm waiting for your question in case you are having any. Any question?
No, ma'am.
Can I move further then? Okay. Now second type is second test है test of independence का. It is applied when we have two categorical variables from a single population. जैसे smokers and non-smoker, male and female. So let's say we have same data and now we have added one more categorical variable, that educational background. कि क्या educational background, that means if a person is from humanities, if a person is from management technology, or if a person is from management or technology or IT, मतलब 4 domains हमने ले लिए हैं, right? इन 4 domains का कोई फर्क पड़ता है familiarity पे? It's not necessary that आपके domain 4 हो. You can take 2 also, but in every category there should be at least in every variable there should be at least 2 category. Otherwise हम compare नहीं कर पाएंगे. So minimum 2 could be there, maximum could be 5, 6, because उसके बाद manage करना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है. So you can have, this would be the 4/3 matrix. You can have 3/3 matrix, you can have 2/2 matrix, you can have 2/3 matrix. Any combination of matrix you can have. But definitely minimum number is 2. So minimum size of matrix is 2/2. Okay. Now the same data is there. Now see, in last time I go to analyze and niche non-parametric and then legacy dialog and then chi-square. This time I am going analyze, descriptive, cross tab. And when I enter the cross tab, I get this kind of table or window. Now again, whatever I want to have in row, I can have. Whatever other thing I want to have in column, you can interchange it also. It doesn't matter. Analysis will be same. Result will be same. It's your choice to what information you want to input in row and to what information you want to column. अगर columns ज़्यादा होंगे तो row थोड़ा tall हो जाएगा. अगर rows ज़्यादा होंगे तो table थोड़ा broad हो जाएगा. Nothing more than that. Okay. And what is this layer is doing? Let's say I have one more thing, income level is there. So it will make a more complex table that on the basis of first, it will divide the table on the basis of income. For every income level, it will give me educational background and level of familiarity. So I can have 7 layers. This is called complex cross tabs. Okay. So when we will do live thing, I will add something and then you can see how I am telling you. Maybe gender I can put. Okay. We will do it. How we can use this particular layer thing. Then what you have to do, then under statistics, you can choose chi-square. See, one chi-square is sitting there. The other was in the non-parametric legacy dialogues. Phi and Kramer we use. See, first of all, I will just tell you orally about this, because whenever our one condition is violated, that expected frequency for every cell should be 5. What if it cannot come 5? Generally, if your sample size is high, your expected frequency will never come below 5. It's just that अगर आप data ही 15 लोगों का लोगे, then definitely there are chances कि किसी cell में expected frequency आए नहीं. But if you are working on big data, maybe 100, maybe 50, maybe 150, it will be never a case that your chi-square is coming less. So अगर आपकी एक कम होती है, let's say expected frequency, तो आप कौन सा टेस्ट यूज कर सकते हैं? मैं बताती हूँ आपको. यहाँ पर एक फिशर टेस्ट है. I need to find out where it is, but there is some Fisher test that I'll find out जब हम करेंगे. ये Phi and Kramer आपको strength of association बताता है. But condition क्या है कि अगर आपके दोनों वेरिएबल नॉमिनल हुए तो Phi and Kramer लगाएंगे, और Phi कब लगाएंगे? जब आपकी एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी 5 से कम होगी. Kramer कब? जब आपकी एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी 5 से ज्यादा होगी. So Phi and Kramer when we will use when nominal, both the variables are nominal, When both the variables are ordinal, we will use Somers test. Okay, but these tests will do, they will tell you the strength of the association, nothing beyond that. Okay. Then under cells, whenever you will press cell, you will get observed and expected. So automatically also computer calculates expected, at least it gives some information down, but it is always advisable because it is one of the what you will say condition. So it is always advisable that you check expected, and the result is like this. Now you can see I have taken three educational background is humanity, low familiarity, management. So this thing is expected count every time. It is more than 5 in every column. That means my assumption is not violated. And this is my count every time. Okay. So this is my cross check. And this is my statistic. Oh, ये कुछ गलत हो गया. This is this thing. No. Something has gone up and down. चलिए कोई बात नहीं, we'll do it live. We can understand that thing. Okay. This is not this. So we will do it live right now, and then we will see what I was telling you. Okay. So I'm again choosing my data file. Now 3 columns are there: level of familiarity, education background, and serial number. So for third variable, for layer, we will add one more variable here, but right now, first of all, we will do goodness of fit test. Okay.
You can't see file.
Okay. Now you can see level of familiarity, educational background. These two informations are already there. Okay. For goodness of fit, I can find out it on one parameter and I can compare it with the expected frequency or the claim made. Okay. So first I'm doing that thing which we have discussed earlier. Analyze, non-parametric test, legacy dialog, and chi-square. It's very easy to remember because chi-square is a non-parametric test and every parametric test is under the legacy dialog. So chi-square is there. Now I want to test the level of familiarity. Let's say I don't want to show any category. So that means it will take every probability that there is equal probability that people are having low familiarity, medium level familiarity, and high familiarity. Let's say I want to show this. So I'll check all category. If I say 9, in my country, there are chances you have to see. अच्छा जिसको आप पहले लिखेंगे वो उसका हो जाएगा. Means फर्स्ट आपका है मतलब जितना परसेंटेज आपको यू हैव टू बी क्लियर कि फर्स्ट का मतलब आपका लो फेमिलियरिटी है. सो वट एवर परसेंटेज यू विल राइट इट विल बी ऑटोमेटिकली टेकन फॉर द फर्स्ट वन. ओके. सो अगर आप सोच रहे हैं कि मैं 0.5 पहले हाई फेमिलियरिटी का लूंगा, नो, वो 0.5 आपका लो पे चला जाएगा. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी श्योर. सो लेट्स से मैं कहती हूँ इंडिया में मैक्सिमम लोग ना लो फेमिलियर हैं. ओके. उसके बाद मुझे लगता है कि मीडियम फेमिलियर है और हाई फेमिलियरिटी मुझे लगता है कि इंडिया में मेरे को लगता है कि बस 1% लोग ही. ओके. टेस्ट वेरिएबल इज माय टेस्ट ऑफ फेमिलियरिटी. यहां पर जाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं. ऑप्शन में इफ यू वांट डिस्क्रिप्टिव. नाउ सी ऑब्जर्व्ड इज दिस, एक्सपेक्टेड इज दिस. बिकॉज मैंने बहुत ज्यादा लो फेमिलियरिटी पे मतलब मैंने अपने आप को
cannot see.
या I'm sorry, I keep on forgetting. So level of frequency, you can see expected मेरा ये था, actual में इतना है. तो यहीं पर पता चल रहा है कि I have underestimated my population in terms of expectations because मेरा sample कुछ और बोल रहा है. तो maybe I'm not fully aware of my population. Medium, I was saying this is the actual level. Actually, I was thinking people are not much aware, but there are 33 people who are familiar. So basically, difference will become my null hypothesis will be rejected because there is difference. You can see difference दोनों cases में आएगा. If you expected more, actual is come, then also difference will come. If you expect less, observe we get more, then also, because ultimately तो ये यहीं पर बढ़ जाना है ना, expecting यहीं से तो आना है, right? So you can see this P is low, null will go. So there is difference. You can understand that. Are you able to understand this particular test?
Yes.
Or should I repeat it? So let's try it another way. Let's try it without giving any all category wala. Okay, let's try it that way. Are you able to see my output? New output?
Yes.
33, 33, 33. Are
Yes,
you?
ma'am.
है ना? Now you can see the value. What is the outcome here? What is the outcome here? See, difference is
There
less.
is no
na?
significant difference.
Yeah, difference is less now. You can see from expected and observed. So without looking at actual the value, you could make something from there. Difference should be there. It could be difference anywhere. Plus or minus doesn't matter because ultimately we square it. You have seen in the formula. Summation O minus E whole square divided by E, right? But the idea is that whatever claim are making, we have nothing to do with that कि ये claim अच्छा या बुरा है society के लिए. No. Or high standard, low standard. Whatever claim we are making, whether we are making, whether we are observing our population or sample to be in line with that claim or not, that's it. We are not checking anything more in that. So right now, if मुझे लगता है कि सब लोग बराबर ही हैं, you know, in our society there are equal number of people who are at different level of familiarity of the internet.
मैम ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि हमें हमेशा बराबर मान के काम करना चाहिए. वैल्यू
बिल्कुल भी नहीं. क्यों? हर चीज की एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी बराबर होती है?
नहीं होती नहीं है, बट व्हेन वी आर अप्लाइंग गुडनेस ऑफ फिट तो वहां पर हम एक अजम्पशन ही लेके चल रहे हैं ना. तो
अच्छा, नहीं, ऐसे assumption ऐसे नहीं होता. डिपेंडिंग एक्सपेक्टेड का आपको फॉर्मूला याद है कैसे होता था?
O total into column total divided by grand total.
नहीं, वो वाला नहीं पूछ रही मैं. अगर आप
class
प्रोबेबिलिटी की बात करें, यहाँ पर एक्सपेक्टेड मैंने दिया प्रोबेबिलिटी के बेसिस पर. ओके, तो हेड एंड टो ये टेल आने की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या होती है?
1/2.
0.5.
हाँ जी.
और एक डाइस में 1 आने की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या होती है?
1/6.
क्यों चेंज किया आपने? 0.5
टोटल चेंज किया ना उसमें.
क्यों बोला आपने ऐसे?
बिकॉज 6 डाइस में 6 नंबर्स है.
यहाँ पर पॉसिबिलिटीज ज्यादा है ना, और वो एक सिचुएशन है. ठीक है, अब ये तो आपके रैंडम फिनोमेना थे. यहाँ पर तो आपने फिर भी कहो कि 6 को इक्वल दे दी तो 1/6 कह दिया. पर एक प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि जब हम पॉइजन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करते हैं, इफ यू रिमेम्बर, पॉइजन में किसी चीज की हैपनिंग की प्रोबेबिलिटी कितनी होती है? याद है आपको पॉइजन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन थोड़ा बहुत? डू यू रिमेम्बर?
मैम मैंने अभी मॉर्निंग वाला क्लास, मेरा क्लास था इसलिए मिस किया, बट अदरवाइज आई नो दैट
नहीं, मॉर्निंग में मैंने पॉइजन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का बात नहीं किया.
So when the occurrence is very low.
Occurrence is very low. So don't give equal probability of occurrence and non-occurrence?
No, you cannot.
0.2, 0.5? So that will depend upon the phenomena. अब रोड एक्सीडेंट को हम एक्सीडेंट होगा या नहीं होगा उसको इक्वल प्रोबेबिलिटी दे सकते हैं क्या? Can you give that?
No.
Then, so not every phenomena is designed to have the equal probability. अभी किसी कंट्री में इंटरनेट आया ही हो, हाउ कैन यू एक्सपेक्ट कि देयर वुड बी इक्वल नंबर ऑफ पीपल हु नो इंटरनेट एंड हु डजंट नो इंटरनेट? वी कैन नॉट ना. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट?
Yes.
So it will be having some basis. ये तो जस्ट मैं आपको शो कर रही थी by changing the expected that कैसे होता है, how it changes, whether software is correct or not, whether we are understanding the test correctly or not. It's just the demonstration of that. But that doesn't mean अपनी मर्जी से कोई भी probability दे देंगे किसी भी phenomena के. It cannot happen. Probability के लिए proper एक calculation होता है. You cannot say any probability. See, अगर आप एक छोटी सी एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं, कुछ भी एग्जाम्पल ले लीजिए. आपने कोई एग्जाम दिया है, एक प्रोबेबिलिटी आप कुछ लगाते हैं ना, किसी बेसिस पर प्रोबेबिलिटी बनाते हैं कि मेरे इतने मार्क्स आ जाएंगे, मेरा इतना एडमिशन हो जाएगा, या मेरा इतनी वहां पर सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा. यू हैव सम पैरामीटर्स ऑफ असाइनिंग द प्रोबेबिलिटी, और ऐसे थोड़ी बोल देते हैं. आप कहीं इंटरव्यू देने गए, क्या आपका 50% चांस होता है सेलेक्ट होने का? टेल मी दैट थिंग. नहीं. देयर आर नंबर ऑफ फैक्टर्स.
हाँ मैम, एक्चुअली मेरे को पहले का नहीं पता. अभी जैसे हम लोग क्लास में कभी गुडनेस ऑफ ये फिट पढ़ते हैं, तो लेट अस से इफ आई एम सेइंग कि मेरे पास वीकली सेल्स हैं, मतलब पर फिर अगेन वो तो लेट अस से वीकली सेल्स है, नंबर ऑफ कार मैंने कितना सेल किया, तो मेरे पास 7 डेज का है. अगर मैंने कार का सेलिंग का निकाल लिया,
उसमें भी हम पैरामीटर निकालते हैं, एन और पी. एम निकालते हैं पॉइजन में.
हाँ
निकालते हैं हम, बराबर नहीं लेते हैं मैम, एम निकालते हैं हम लोग, है ना. पैरामीटर तो निकालते हैं ना मैम. सिर्फ हेड एंड टेल जहां पर हमें पता है और उनके इक्वल चांसेस हैं, सिर्फ वहां पर हाफ लेते हैं. जैसे टॉयस कॉइन का बोला, डाइस का.
वहाँ पर हम लोग एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी कई बार एवरेज के थ्रू भी निकाल लेते हैं ना, अगर सबके चांसेस.
नहीं मैम, अगर हम कॉइन का ले रहे हैं तो हम हमेशा 50% लेते हैं.
50% लेते हैं, राइट राइट.
हाँ, क्योंकि इसमें होते ही 2 केसेस हैं, है ना. तो एम ओवर एन, टोटल नंबर ऑफ केसेस एन, एम इज फेवरेबल केसेस. आप फेवर में क्या पड़ रहा है? तो जब आप इंटरव्यू के लिए जाते हैं, आप देखते हैं अच्छा मेरी क्वालिफिकेशन पूरी है, ओके, एक तो हो गया. अच्छा मेरा एक्सपीरियंस कम है, मेरा ये घट गया. पर वो एन में तो दोनों आए ना, एम प्लस एन में. मैं तो इस कॉलेज की एल्यूमिनस हूँ, अच्छा मेरा एक वेटेज बनता है, मैं अंदर प्रिंसिपल सर को जानती हूँ, एज ए स्टूडेंट ही नोज मी. ओके,
व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू मास मैम कि जैसे हमारे पास ये है कि हमने देखा कि हमारी नंबर ऑफ कार 7 डेज में कितना सेल हुआ, दैट इज ऑब्जर्व फ्रीक्वेंसी इज गिवन टू मी. तो इस केस में मुझे पता लगाना है कि मैं एक्सपेक्ट जितनी कर रही हूँ उतनी सेल हो रही है या नहीं हो रही है. तो इस केस में जब मैं ई निकालूंगी.
नहीं मैम, यहाँ पर आप एक्सपेक्टेशन और ऑब्जर्वेशन में थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस कर रही हैं. मान लीजिए आपको पता है कि आपके इंडस्ट्री में यहाँ पे एक्सपेक्टेड कैसे निकलेगी. आप ये देखेंगे कि इस विसिनिटी में लोग ऑन एन एवरेज कितनी कारें खरीदते हैं, या इस पर्टिकुलर ब्रांड की, अगर आप पर्टिकुलर, क्योंकि शोरूम्स तो एक ब्रांड के होते हैं और यू आर कंसर्न्ड अबाउट योर ब्रांड सेल, इस ब्रांड की कितनी कारें बिकती हैं, तो वो एक्सपेक्टेड है ना मैम.
ओके.
और ऑब्जर्व्ड जो आपकी बिकी है.
यस यस.
हैव यू गॉट इट?
यस मैम.
तब डिफरेंस देखेंगे आप. ओके
ओके,
ठीक है. और वैसे मैम ये रेशियो का एग्जांपल है, काइस के रेशियो पे लगता नहीं है.
कार स्क्वायर नहीं, तभी मैंने काउंट वाला बोला, नंबर ऑफ कार्स का पूछ रही थी मैं. तो नंबर,
हाँ, परसेंटेज पे कर लें, काउंट पे कर लें, ये उस इंडस्ट्री का एक पैरामीटर देख ले कि एक महीने में 50 कार बिकती है इस ब्रांड की.
वो नंबर ऑफ कार सेल टोल.
या सो कैन आई मूव फर्दर नाउ फॉर सेकंड कैटेगरी, सेकंड टाइप ऑफ chi-square? या ओके, चलिए जी. अगेन डेटा फाइल, ये वाली नहीं थी. Now I'm doing good association of variables. For this I have to go descriptive. Under descriptive, cross tab. Within cross tab, I want to find, is there an association between the educational background and the level of familiarity. In statistics, I have to check chi-square, and I'm not checking anything else because this is another complex thing and there is no need of going inside that. But otherwise you want to see, you can check it. Continue, because both are nominal, that's why I have checked this. Otherwise I would have done so much. Okay, expected, I don't need anything else. Percentage wise you can do if you are not able to get anything result out of chi-square. Okay, I want to see bar chart also. It doesn't make any difference for me. And okay, now you can see we get this table. Now expected, acha, I was saying that when data is large, there is no chance that you will get less than 5. How? For every row and for every cell, you need to have expected frequency. So for, let's say I want to find out 6.5. Kaise aaye 6.5? You have multiplied 34 into 90 sorry, total need.
Output screen is not.
Okay. Now
Yes, ma'am.
So this is my table where I am getting, this is my observed, this is my expected. You remember I have checked expected also, so automatically it has done that. Okay, but if I have not have checked that, मैं भूल जाती तो क्या करते वो? Let's see that. Cross tabs, statistics. Let's say I don't check that, तब क्या होता? I forgot to do that. So see, in this case, they have given me only observed frequency, not the expected one. But one thing they have done, they have told me that, okay, even if you have not find out the expected one, you are not violating the any assumption, because your every cell was having more than 5 expected count. Now I may be interested कि अच्छा कैसे हुआ होगा. Let's say I am interested कि medium familiarity का क्या expected count रहा होगा. So what is the formula? Because this cell is of this row and this column. So what I would have done, 32 into 19 divided by 99. Okay. For 11, it would be 33 into 25 divided by 99. So whatever cell I am looking for, the cell, that cell belongs to the row total, belongs to which row, the total of that row, belongs to which column, total of that column, divided by grand total. So this is the formula for finding out the expected one, but manually you need not to do, because we have softwares for that. But you, because we have done these all things by hand in our post graduations. So I'm just repeating that. Now this is the bar chart. You remember I have done the cluster bar chart. So by cluster, that means on the basis of low familiarity, this is the cluster. So you can see that management people, out of low familiarity cluster, management people are those people which are not very much, aware of this thing. See, this is a fake data, anything can come. So there is no reasoning about that, but you just understand that thing. So I'm not getting, protective about management people, but I'm just telling it. Okay. Medium familiarity, IT people, out of people who all are having medium familiarity, the maximum aware people are IT people. And the people who are having higher familiarity, technology people are the ones who are having higher familiarity, and management are the less among the less familiar people. This, sorry, purple one is IT one. So this is a fake data just for the this workshop purpose. So there is no meaning into that data. It's just some numbers. So maybe in actual case, this won't be the scenario. Now, this time I have checked the expected one also. I have been provided expected column by the software generously. So I need not to worry about that. I am interested in this Pearson chi-square value. This is 5.334, and whether this value is significant or not, that means whether there is an association between the variable, means whether there is association of familiarity of internet with the background of the candidate, educational background of the candidate. So you tell me at what analysis you have reached by reaching this value. You are concerned about Pearson only. So tell me, what do you say? Is there any association between the education level and the familiarity of internet or not?
No.
No. This value is greater than 0.05 or less than 0.05?
Greater than.
Which is more than 0.05.
So that means there is no familiarity. Very good. Now this is telling the strength, basically. So significance, अगर ये छोटी value है, मतलब this is less than 0.05, there is low strength. If it is more, then high strength. But when there is no relationship, no relationship, then there is no need of reading that thing. It will be valid when there is some association. When there is no association, there is no need to do that. You understood my point? Because ultimately software works on some number. So it gives some numbers. You have to intelligently see yourself whether I have to use this table or not. As you remember that even if my test was not coming, taking the homogeneity test, still I was putting ANOVA, still I was putting, it never asked me that I won't do that. It will do that. But that is your knowledge, your wisdom, and your information, or whatever, say your research insight, that will tell you what you have to see and what you have not to see. You got my point? So if this relationship becomes key significant difference or significant association was coming, then there was a point of reading this. Otherwise, there is no point of reading this table. So let's add one more thing into the data table. Yeah. Let's add one more variable into this thing. Let's say I want to add gender, and I am sharing my screen again. Let's add gender. Why I'm doing gender? Because I want to show layer wise thing to you. Okay. One is, let's say, male. Two is, let's say, female. Now I have to put entry also. Randomly मैं कुछ भी डाल रही हूँ. There is no logic behind that. I hope no column has been left. No cell has been left blank. Okay. Analyze. Frequency में एक बार देख लेती हूँ कि कोई कॉलम खाली तो नहीं छूटा है. One missing. कहीं दिखा था क्या? Are you able to find out कहीं missing? मुझे वो दिखा नहीं.
There seemed to be one question mark somewhere. But
आ रहा था but अब नहीं आ रहा है वो. Maybe they are showing this. अच्छा वो check हुआ है ना इसलिए अब नहीं आएगा. इसको delete करना पड़ेगा. Now if you will see then it will not come. जब इसको ऐसे mark करते हैं तो इसको it consider it as a data which has been left blank. So now it's not missing. Okay. So let's do that one more thing. Analyze, descriptive, cross steps. Now this and gender I am putting as a layer. You can put 8 different layers. Maybe you're having 8 different like urban, rural or anything, any information you can put again next करके. अगर मेरे पास एक और variable I will put that. So it takes up to 8 more variables. Okay, but that makes it very complex table. So you can see right now also. Now you can see that for male, level of familiarity, first it has categorized the data on the basis of male and female. Okay, so what it was, okay. So you can see that on the basis of layer, see whatever we put in the layer, even in regression also you will see whatever we put in layer, and first we will put in layer, the software treat that particular variable first and then it takes to the other variables. So I have put gender in the layer. You can see that first the data is categorized on the basis of gender, right? So whatever gender number we were having, so it was broadly 57 males and 42 female in my 99 data. It makes sense now. There was 99 total number of frequency. So 57 is the male and 42 is the female. So first it has categorized the data like this. And then within the female, there are 3 level of familiarity and 4 categories. So now you can see that in certain categories, I have less number of n, expected frequency, less than 5. Can you see that? So that means if you increase the layers in your data, you have to increase the number because categorization will be small. Pieces ज़्यादा बनते रहेंगे ना, ज़्यादा आप level देते रहेंगे, तो data छोटा होता रहेगा because they will be categorized further. So for that you need big N, right? So you can see that. And if I would add urban and rural also, then it will take one urban also, then पहले ये मेल लेगा, फिर urban और rural में divide करेगा, फिर familiarity में करेगा, then humanities में करेगा. So you can add up to 8 layers, but in this small data, and it doesn't make any sense because we cannot analyze it in a much big way. Definitely when census survey is there, when big surveys are there, government data is there, definitely they may do it in that way because they have to and they have big data also. So they want to categorize on different parameters. So definitely they can use these kind of capabilities of chi-square layer thing. But for our own thing, we don't require so much. So that's why we don't use it. Okay. This is clear to you, everyone? Do you want me to repeat anything? I can repeat that. But otherwise, chi-square is finished, and please answer my 2 questions also. Okay. Read the question and give me the answer. Read the question and give me the answer, please.
Yeah, I think true, madam.
True.
It is
Answer
true.
is true, ma'am.
And what about the other one?
Yeah. This is also true.
It's also true, ma'am.
Great, you were all listening. What about this?
It should be independent.
Sorry?
Null hypothesis should be that variables are independent.
Great. Full marks to you. चलिए, यहाँ तक खत्म हो गया. That means we are through with our basic test, parametric and non-parametric test, our SPSS spatial functions, and now we are left with correlation and regression, which I am leaving for tomorrow. There is one more thing. I can tell you how to make dummy variables if you have capacity to listen that thing. Otherwise, I will do it tomorrow. So it's your wish. You tell me whatever you want. Or take some time to do an exercise on chi-square. I'm waiting in case you find any problem. Try these 2 tests. You have this file with you. You can add up any layer. You can add some your location also as a rural and urban, a new variable. You can give the nominal data to rural and urban and try the layer with it. You try it. Okay, tomorrow I'll do the binary thing, dummy thing. Tomorrow I'll do. But for that, this is your homework. Right now you have to do, not actually homework. Right now you do that. Take the chi-square file you already have. Add one variable also in that file, location, and 2 categories is rural and urban. Give anything, any coding to anything, and one is gender. Add these 2 category and put the layer. I have shown you one, and you also use next and put another one. And I'm waiting for that. You please do that and tell me and show me in case you are able to show me, or tell me, are you able to do that?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
See, you have chi-square table wala demo file you have. You all have that. Okay. Now, as you have seen that I have added one variable gender in that file. Okay. You have to add 2 variables into that file, that is gender and location. Okay. And then you will put the data as I have put the data of gender in front of you. You will put the data for all the 2 variables and use show me that let me show you what I'm saying.
मैम एक क्वेरी और पूछूं?
हाँ हाँ 4 पूछिए मैम।
मैम एक्चुअली क्या है ना, ये जो काई स्क्वायर टेस्ट में आपने वहां लिखा हुआ रहा था ना नीचे कि जो एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी है वो एटलीस्ट 5 होना चाहिए, राइट?
बिल्कुल।
और मैम हमारा अभी जो आपने लास्ट क्वेश्चन किया था जहाँ पे हमने लेयर्स डाल दिया था, तो वहां पर कई जगह पर एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी 5 से कम आ रही थी
हाँ,
मैम।
बिल्कुल ठीक कहा।
तो मैम
उसके
फिर
दो सॉल्यूशन है, उसके 2 सॉल्यूशन है। एक फिशर टेस्ट लगा सकते हैं या आप कैटेगरी को मर्ज कर दीजिए।
हाँ मैम एक्चुअली क्या है ना कि मैंने
सैंपल बढ़ा दीजिए।
बुक में पढ़ा है कुछ येट करेक्शन करके बोलते हैं वो लोग ना, तो
हाँ, लेकिन इसमें मैम हम वो येट हम थ्योरेटिकली करते हैं, सॉफ्टवेयर ने हमें करेक्शन दिया हुआ है।
मैम एक बार वो टाइप का भी कुछ क्वेश्चन कल बता दीजिएगा चाहे तो।
श्योर, आई विल डू दैट मैम। मैं ढूंढ भी लूंगी, फिशर मुझे दिखा नहीं, आई विल फाइंड आउट कहाँ है वो। बट उसमें कुछ नहीं करना होता मैम, आपको सिर्फ फिशर चेक करके वो वैल्यू लेनी होती है। और सबसे बढ़िया तरीका है मैम, नॉन पैरामीट्रिक में आप अपना सैंपल साइज बढ़ा दो। और वो आपने देखा होगा एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी इसलिए कम हुआ था बिकॉज हमने
लेयरिंग कर दिया था। यस मैम।
अदरवाइज अगर लेयर ऐड करने की ऐसा हमें कोई जरूरत नहीं है।
ओके ओके।
अच्छा, व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग, एक मिनट, व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग, यहाँ पर एक और वेरिएबल आप ऐड कीजिए, मैं आपके सामने करके दे रही हूँ, आप देखिए। जैसे मैंने जेंडर किया है, यू ऐड लोकेशन, ठीक है? लोकेशन, इसकी 2 कैटेगरीज होंगी, रूरल एंड अर्बन। आप अपनी मर्जी से 1 2 दे रहे, मैं तो ऐसे ही दे रही हूँ, आप किसी को भी 1 दीजिए, इट कंप्लीटली ऑन यू। सॉरी, यहाँ पर आप वैल्यूज डाल दीजिए, कुछ भी जो आपको डालनी है, 1 1 1 1 2 2 2, मतलब कुछ भी ऐसे वैल्यूज डालिए। व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग, मैं आपको वो दिखा देती हूँ, व्हाट आई वाज आस्किंग यू टू एनालाइज डिस्क्रिप्टिव क्रॉस टैब में जाकर जब यहाँ मैंने जेंडर डाला था ना, देन आप नेक्स्ट डाल लोकेशन भी डालेगा। अभी तो ये नहीं लेगा बिकॉज मेरा बीच में वो है, वो कुछ रिजल्ट नहीं आएगा, बट यू कैन सी लोकेशन इज आल्सो देयर एंड देन ओके प्रेस कीजिएगा। आई एम आस्किंग यू टू डू दैट।
ओके मैम।
ओके, कर लीजिए एक बार। और इन द मीनवाइल किसी की प्रॉब्लम्स हो तो पूछ लीजिए, मैं इतने फिशर भी देख लेती हूँ वो कहाँ पर है।
आई थिंक सो आज टाइमिंग भी बताई होगी, पर मैं
आई नीड टू सी वो फिशर का वैल्यू कहाँ से आया है, मुझे मिल नहीं रहा है, मैं कल बताती हूँ आपको। आई एम ओवरलुकिंग समवेयर। Any other query from any other participant, please? Please feel free to ask anything. I will try to give the answer beyond whatever I have taught. So if you have anything related to your own thing, you can ask that also. No issues in that. Somebody wants to ask, please, you have to say your query, no? Which book to follow for SPSS? I don't think so. There is one book. There is so much information all around. You can see videos, YouTube videos. I don't think so that you will be learn SPSS through books. I think you should write small paper and you will learn the SPSS. जहाँ अटकोगे अपने आप उसका YouTube पे solution ढूंढोगे. Definitely you can Google whatever this command is for. ND-field is there for SPSS. Tebnichik is there. Then many books are there actually. So many videos are there. Many famous video are there. Neeraj Kaushik sir, you all listen. I think you know. So no, there is nothing like maximum information, and it is not good to have maximum information. Neeraj Kaushik sir is very good. He is the teacher of all of us, for all of us actually. But the problem with research, you will found that different books are saying different things. So sometimes books confuse you. So sometimes you have to make your own view about different things. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I'm happy that you are understanding the concept. So that is a big achievement for me, because if you are not able to make understand people, then definitely you don't understand the thing. That's what I believe. So if you are able to understand what I'm saying, that means I'm telling you in simple words, and that means I'm understanding the concept. So that is a great achievement for me. Thank you so much. So we'll meet tomorrow. I hope you don't have any query, and even if you have, please try that. Please try that select case thing and everything at your home, because tomorrow when we will do this dummy variable and other things, then you will be requiring that recode thing again. Then that will bother you a lot. So better you practice that. Okay. Thanks. Same here. I'm also enjoying teaching you a lot. So if possible, take a picture of your that chi-square wala table and send it on the group so that I can see it there.